So, looks pretty good so far. Alright, it's 8 p.m. as I announced it. Now I think with a little bit of foreshadowing we should start just in a minute. Alright. Okay dudes, it's a special occasion today. A rare occasion. The release of a new deck. And a really special one, and I was waiting today. I didn't open it until now in the evening because I wanted to share it with all of you. It's about this deck, Virtuoso P1. I think this should be the official name if I'm not mistaken. The P stands for Perspective, the Perspective series. So, alright, I will do it in English, so for all of you international fans tuning in, so you can understand me too. And I don't know anything about this deck, with the exception of the back design. It was revealed a couple of weeks ago by Horn Low. So let's get just into it, and then I will show you the cards one by one, how they are designed, and then we will be powdering them and doing some cardistry stuff. So everything you're about to see now is just how do you say that? Impromptu. It's not planned. Not everything. Everything is live. Everything can go wrong. Every wording mistake and so on. So let's just get into it. All right. Okay. I will show it again to you, to the camera. I'm sorry, the only thing I can say is it just flipped everything. As you can see, the NWO t-shirt here is flipped. I don't know why I'm not having so much of possibilities to stream, so I couldn't key out the background behind me. So, but it's still better with this neutral green background than with all the messy background of my room. So I'm sorry for the for all this backwards spelling here, but there shouldn't be too much of a problem. So now we have one customer, one fan who was already tuned in. So let's go inside, unwrapping it. Okay, so it looks on the front like this. Here on top, now it's reversed, but it's of course Perspective series. That's pretty obvious, the P1, for what the P1 stands for. Here at the bottom, I think this is new in this case, designed by Virtuoso Singapore, made in USA, distributed by the Virts 2021 Virtuoso Card Company in Singapore. Okay, I'm not sure if Virtuoso number 5 had this already on the bottom too, I forgot, but it looks pretty nice. Now I'm really interested what's here. As you can see at the half moon cut out. I think this is a new sign, because I can already tell you this. What was revealed is that the faces has been redone from the scratch, and we have 4 new suits replacing the old suits that we all know and love. So okay, of course the reason for that is to just how do you say that in English, to enhance, to make the flourishes look even better, like it was intended with the back design with the first Virtuoso in 2013. So actually the back design complements your flourishes and make them look bigger, more fluid, and so on. And now we have the fronts too that have been redesigned. I'm really curious how it looks. There's just one suit that was already revealed, I think kind of like of a diamond shape, and the other one is like arrow shape. So I don't know the official names. I want just what I'm thinking it is, and now just let's jump right into it. Okay, these I will cut out later. Okay, there you go. Perspective series by Virtuoso. Looks really good. The back design is like this for the moment, but it's not the actual back design. I will reading it out for you here, the new one. In a new light, inspired by the passage of a beam of light, piercing the darkness and passing through a prism, the Virtuoso P1's story begins with the prism back design. Prism seamlessly melds the most iconic elements of past Virtuoso decks into a new, three-dimensional whole. Then, as the prism disperses light, the back's monochromatic tones split in the spectrum of color and the faces to create futuristic forms. A perspective of the past and future timelessly intertwined, the Virtuoso P1 literally takes Cardistry to new dimensions. Sounds fantastic. Lot of hype. Let's see. Okay. And he is before all things. I won't judge anything. I'm just going through for the moment. Again. Of course, these are the 4 additional cards here. And by him, all the things consist. Let's put this together just for a brief moment. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Okay, it looks like this, huh? Okay. All right. So. Okay. Now, let's start. This is the back design. It looks like this. Of course, as you can see, you either for the one you have a border, and for the secondary you have a borderless design. Of course, making 2 kinds of possibilities for making fans. Of course, the borderless fanning designs like in fanning cards, and the just normal ones with the edges. All right. Okay. This is the first. The ace. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, number 2. Like this. As you can see, these new arrangements here, and you always have, as it seems, the circle in the middle, like the circle at the back design. So that means, I guess, if you make or do your flourishes, you can just switch around by mixing cards face up and face down, and then you always have the circle in the middle, like the connection, the dotting point. Okay, dude, stop spamming there. I just saw your message, but we are doing something else here. Okay, there you go, number 4. Okay, another 5, and now here we have the Roman 5, the letter V, obviously. Let's see how this continues. Number 6. As I said, I'm sorry that it's flipped around. I couldn't do it any better right for the moment. Now it again continues the circular form. And now the 8. Now it's almost looks almost the same like the 7. You can hardly tell just by watching how many it's there. You have to be really quick. And now the 10, a lot of arrows here. Just trying to do a little bit of a close-up. And as you can see, now we don't have a 10 anymore. We have a Roman 10 now. The X, of course. We switched from Arabic numbers to Roman numbers again. Of course, the Jack. And as you can see, there's now a difference now with the red circle in the middle. Another bigger circle around it. As I said, I'm just describing, I'm not judging anything. I'm not here to judge, just for showing it. And the king. And that was it, the first suit. I'm not sure, I think that was revealed, this arrow kind of suit. And then the next suit here, the blue, is like this, I don't know, I can't remember how he described it, Haran. I don't remember if it was a diamond or something else, but as I said, I don't know the names. I'm pretty sure they will be revealed soon, since they're out now. The ace. The 2. the 3. Okay, the 4. Alright. Again the 5, and with the other side the Arabic and the Roman numbers. 6. 6 of not of diamonds, 6 of how is this? 6 of crystals. 7 of crystals or so. Beautiful blue color right there. It really blends in. As you can see, these little details, you can't see it that good on this camera here, but it's actually 3 colors or 4 colors. Blue, a lighter blue, then the black, and a lighter like kind of gray. I think it's surely interesting. And as I said, the back design is the same. 9. Again the 10, now with the Roman numbers of both sides. I don't know why the Arabic disappeared. The Jack. Now it looks similar like before, as I can say. Just with the blue. I have to stretch out my back a little bit. The King. Now we go to the next suits. Now these looks, I think this looks like crowns, my opinion, but maybe they are not. Of course, we have this new deck ordered here. Now it starts with the King first. Now those look a little bit different. The Queen and the Jack. Again the 10 as an X. X-rated cards here. Okay, the 9. This is the new suit we haven't seen before, or at least I haven't noticed it. Maybe I missed some email or some Instagram post, but I'm not sure. I think that this wasn't shown yet. Now I'm excited to read and hear more about it. I checked it online. Some stores already received them. And I have good connections with my local magic dealer right here in Zurich, so I could actually get my hands on one piece. Mine didn't arrive yet, my package. But of course I had to do it as fast as I could. So I have the whole weekend to just go into the cards. I'm pretty sure mine will arrive just next week. The 3. I'm sorry. So the 2. I'm sorry here. They just fall down. Shouldn't be doing it. I'm sorry. Just for brief interruption here. Hey. So, okay. Let's continue. And now the ace. Looks like this. The beautiful yellow. Right here. And now the last suit. Wow, what to think about this? Okay. Now what do you think? How does it look? Just a combination of something we have already seen in a different direction. Looks like this. Like the crown before, but just, as you can see, of course it just reversed. So we have this square in the middle, Makes already different. I'm pretty sure this has some meaning behind it. I can't wait to discover it. Okay, it's not good if the cards are too long in the hands. Of course, they shouldn't get hot. The 8. So I'm holding them at my fingertips actually. The 6. Let's go through the rest a little bit faster. The 5. The 5 the 5 of I don't know what. The 4 looks like a cross here, huh? Makes a one-way back design, right? A one-way design for magical users. The 2. And the last card, the ace. The ace of the green crowns. Okay. There you go. That was it, just for the faces. Now what we have to do is, of course, using them right now. That's what we are here for, right? First of all, some moves without fanning powder. How does it look? This is the left hand fan, obviously, as you can see. And now the borderless design with the right hand. Alright, good. Okay. Looks good, but it feels a little bit insecure in my hands, of course. The fanning powder is missing, so I have to do fanning powder now. That's just part of it. And now it will be a little bit annoying to you. You will always hear this now, but we have to do it. Life is not complete without fanning powder. Okay, so let's do it. Let's just put some of the cards into the bag. Just a brief explanation for those of you who don't powder cards. We have a bag like this, a one that cannot break easily. Putting some cards in there. Now using fanning powder and put a little bit in the bag, not too much. That's the way I do it. And now I do the second batch of cards, so they come. I'm sorry, this was now. They come on top right now. So they like the fanning powder is like squeezing between the cards, and then another portion on top. Maybe I will be overdo it a little bit now. Okay, I think that's enough. Really enough. Okay. Now I have to do the shaky thing. So look, just close your bag and look that it has at least some kind of air in it. And just to make it a little bit more amusing for you, what do we do? A song. What can we? What can we do? I don't know. Should I do something? It will cut the music out after it. So maybe something that is not that widely known. This is the music for Mortal Kombat 2. Managing my stream here. So, okay. Just for a moment, huh? Just let's settle it a little bit. Okay. Should be better with dilation now, but just skip that. As I said, nothing is planned, everything is impromptu. Every goof now is impromptu. Did I forget anything? No? Looks pretty thin, huh? Okay. If the cards are good mixed up, so you have to turn them around to make them facing the right way quite a lot, that means the powder should be pretty even on them. But the cards won't behave perfectly now, because if they're quite new and then powdered new, they won't be perfect. It has just to be combined with the moisture of your hands, the oil on your hands. So if that makes this chemical reaction, then the cards will behave perfectly. So for the first day it won't be perfect. Just with using, after 1 day or 2, they will behave much better. But that's just enough for the moment. Let's go to my dashboard just for a moment so I can see you all if somebody says something. Yeah, well. Huh. So, okay. Now we have the powder on them. Now to break in the deck, what you have to do, of course, is fairer shuffling. As perfect as you can. Doing a couple of cuts, more shuffling, switch to overhand shuffling 2, again. They feel really soft. I can already sense that, feel that. Now a little bit also of this bridge waterfall finish, but not too much. The cards are pretty new, so you don't overdo it. Then go to the other side just to make it even. Okay, that's for the moment. Just slap it on top. Good slap. So all of the additional powder just bursting out of the deck. Okay, that's for it. Now put it back into the box. Now the flaps. If you want to do box openers like me, you have to cut them out, because you want to have a fast box so you can do openers. Now this is the fast box making method. Just strain the main flap everywhere where the bands are, batting it back and forth. Looks pretty neat. The box is of course like all of the other Virtuoso boxes so far. It's the same material. As you can see, it's a little bit too stiff. You should be doing it just with one hand. It's not possible yet. This will come with time, as you can see. Let's see how they come out. Okay. So let's start and doing some flourishes. As I said, don't be surprised if they don't behave perfectly. It's just normal. A brand new deck powdered in, it's not perfect right from the get-go. You have to use it to actually use it, and go into it, and then with time, with your hand moisture and everything, go into the cards, and they will behave much better right then. But of course, this is the unboxing. Now I gave the deck a shot. Look, this is how it looks from the front. All the colors and the new suits blending in. So far, as I said, this is the back design. Of course, it's a one-way back design for each hand. It's not like a normal color fanning deck with 4 back designs, just with 2. Here's the secondary. And the secondary, it looks like okay, as you can see here. Now let's see what happens if I do it like this. Now you can do both borders, and if you switch it into normal, then you have this different design. Okay, looks pretty good so far. Really smooth, really soft, really soft. I'm not such a fan of soft cards, but just this is everyone is different regarding that. But of course, this makes all kinds of springs and drops much easier. Looking good so far. So from my first glance, so to speak, I would say I like them better, much better than the design number 5. Of course, number 1, Virtuoso number 1 is the best in my opinion. The second would be Virtuoso number 3, the blues, and then, but I can't just make a judgment yet. It's just first couple of minutes of the cards. So, as you can see, let's do some color fanning moves with it. Okay, good. Here I have a little bit of a gap. This is just because of my fanning. So if you do all these typical color changing moves, looks nice, Okay. A little bit more to the back. Of course you can do it differently, like this. Or with the right hand. Okay, as you can see now, this typical how this was called by Jerry, the break disease, the break fan disease, something, or the gap disease. This is something that's really frustrating, but it will get better with time. Yeah, of course. There you go with the. I can't say much about the front. I think Virtuoso themselves, they will reveal much more about it, how they intended to use it. Now let's see if we just angle it like this. Okay, a little bit higher maybe. How does it look? Maybe from this side. I hope you can see it. Of course, the framing is difficult here for the picture. Pretty good for a deck that is coming right out new from the box. Okay, let's do it this way. Oh no, nothing to see here yet. Okay, like this. Now they're a little bit hidden here. Let's see. Let's think about it. Let's do it like this. Blank. I have to do it differently. I can't do it that good with my right hand. Blank here. I have to do the other way around. Man. I can't do this close with my right hand that good. So that was the meaning behind it. Showing the back design and then just with a move just to change it to the front. But I can't do it better with my left hand, but then you have the blank cards. For those of you who tuned in right now and missed the beginning, just a little bit of a glimpse for the faces. The faces have all new suits that was already revealed a couple of weeks ago, but we have seen only 2 suits so far as I can remember. So there you go. I'm sorry. This is how it looks. As I said, no judgments, just showing how it is. Let's do some freestyling here. That's really should be higher. Would make sense if you can see it what I'm doing. Oh yes, I forgot to do some giant fans, of course. Completely forgot about it. Okay, how it looks so far. And from the backs. Now this has some interesting patterns, as you can see, because now you can combine it. As you can see, here is the border design, then you have a glimpse of the borderless, and then again the border. And of course you can just switch this around. No, you can switch it actually. Yes. But you can combine it. Now you're showing a little bit more of the borderless. Now it looks a little bit differently. Of course, with the other side. Then you can switch it, as you can see now. Now the borders are in the middle and the borderless is on top. Right, cool. Of course, this is something you can normally do if you have the normal back designs. Now I can show it really good. As I said before, just at the beginning of the stream, of course the circle, it's on the front and the back now, and then if you do it like this, as you can see, okay, now the circle is always looking like he is just centered in the middle and doesn't go away, and then whack. Okay, looks better like this if I'm just standing like that. Okay. All right. Oops, dropping. The first drop with it. Feels really nice. As I said, they are soft. I personally don't prefer soft cards. They should be a little bit thicker in my opinion, but just to anybody's taste. Different tastings right there. Now as you can see, if you do some moves, and then of course the fronts, they come really alive. They are becoming alive, huh? Because they're all different. They're pretty difficult. Not YTBN, but how this is YTBN 2 actually. The classic move from Brian Tudor. Rarely done, really rarely done. Huh? YTBN 1 is this one. Oh. Starts like this. Then you go into the cut. Oh, I can't do it that fast. I'm still struggling with it sometimes. Sometimes it comes out nicely, and sometimes problems. YTBN. This is Revolution 3, Revolution 1, and then you have YTBN 2. Yet to be named. YTBN stands for yet to be named. Classic. Now, as you can already see, you actually, maybe you can't actually see it, but I feel it. They becoming better and better. Now that's the reason the oil from your hands, they come in contact, and of course, there you go. It transforms into a better deck, and then if it stands at night, it will just mix in with the fanning powder, and then you will have super cards. Let's see if it you can make it like this. That's just too much, huh? Okay, let's do it like this, even if it's a little bit difficult for me, but it's just better for the camera. I don't have any more possibilities. Ah. Not the best square. I can do it better. Alright, as you can see now. Okay. One card dropped. There you go with the fronts. Make some nice and interesting patterns. Some of the card twills. The classic right there. Once again. Already, again out of frame. Okay. First impression, good. Obviously. Better than 5 and 4 in my opinion. And since this is perspective 1, we will see what the future brings. With P2 and P3 and so on. Good. Let's do some. This has already been done. Some fans within a fans. Some of my moves right there. Maybe some classics. Everything is in the way. The chair, the cable. Not as elegantly as Dan and Dave. Really soft, difficult to do that because of the softness. Of course, we can do this, and then it makes really interesting patterns right there. Then mixing them up, and with the different faces, you have much more possibilities. Of course, you can do this, and then just go. Man, always the left hand making some problems right there, and then damn, and then you have another interesting pattern. You make the LX squat cuts, and then can do it all over again, making it like a surprise. And there you go. This is the X cut, and if done with two hands, looks like this. And then just the interpolation is just Jerry stuff, old school Jerry stuff. Then of course you can make the classics. Let's do it with the front. Now actually you can do it with both sides. Oh, not good one in this case. But it's the blank fan, of course. I forgot. Should do it with the right side. Some bicycle cuts. Now of the front. Again, dropping. This is now how it looks. Let's do some stuff just with the half pack, just to see. My beautiful forehead right there. Let's adjust with the half. How the fans look. This is of course a speciality. You can do. That was the first thing about the design back in the day, that you can make beautiful looking fans even if you have just the half of the pack, because of how the geometrics are. Okay, there you go. Anaconda egg, the small anaconda. Bone, if you're watching, I failed you. How is this little part at the end? I hope it looks good. I can see it. I can do it and watch it at the same time. What is this? Oh! To have been reversed. Okay. What else can I show you? What else can I show you? Difficult to do it with just half of the pack. The big triangle and the small triangle. Okay, good. One with each hand. Alright. This is something that's rarely seen. This is the so-called deck twist. This is a forgotten gem. As you can see, and now with the fronts, you can make really different looking, nice, beautiful designs. Just make a cut, and now you're ready. Oh, this looks nice. This looks nice with the 10. With the 9. With the 9. The 9 of arrows, as far as I know. This looks good. Just make it maybe like this. Alright. I will do it a couple of times for you. Man, this looks nice. This is really cool. Woo. Of course, everything that is spinning will look really good with these cards. It's easier with the Charlier. Just do a Charlier and then you're set up for another. This is actually something you can do with these cards. Just make a Charlier. You have different fronts and then you have a different looking. What was this? There was no Charlier. Of course, the hands start to get sweaty right now. Okay. Alright. As I said, just freestyling. Everything you see is raw and uncut. Just how it comes to my mind at the moment. Nothing is planned. Absolutely nothing. Even with this really small anaconda. Just some normal looking moves. Let's see how it looks from this angle. Oh, this is really nice. Look at that. This just a normal Hindu shuffle. It looks fantastic. So, look at this. It already has some motion in it just by going through a normal shuffle. Wow, cool. This is of course something no deck has so far. This is really interesting. You have some like of domino kinds of flipbook kinds of back designs. This is something that has been done in the past before, but not at the fronts. In this case, of course, you have decks that have different face designs on each card or symbols or whatever, but it was not like this, with this actually a pattern and a meaning behind it. Cool. As you can see, a lot to be discovered. This is something they really they promised that, and they were right. It will actually make you think in different ways. They have been right with this. it really makes you think differently, or in more unique ways. Somehow on this screen the fan looks really small somehow. Shouldn't be like that. And of course you can do some magic related stuff too, like the classics here, the split fan sequences look really nice, huh? Alright, yeah, what about this? You make them blank, as I said. Okay. Alright. For the one who is still watching, thank you for that. What if I split them? Okay. Some things to be discovered right there. What if I combine it like this? For example. Alright, cool. And then the back looks like this. Black and white, normal here. Okay. Let's see. Some moves I haven't been doing for a long time, like the chord circle, for example. Okay. Not as elegantly from the front. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So first impressions. We knew already how the back design looks. Cool idea. Border. Borderless. And of course with borderless you can put your thumb on different points by making the fan, and now it's more white on the edges, on the outside. This is the normal one. And then if you go here, the white almost disappears. Makes for beautiful fans, as you can see. This is the meaning. Depending how you start, you can show it like this. For example, 2 borders, then putting the fans together, and then immediately follow up now with the right borderless design. Oh, how they look from the front with okay. And of course, if you have just a couple of cards left, then it looks like this. Somehow I can't make them appear. I thought they would be more visible here somehow, to make like some. Don't have a table right now just to look how it looks with if you do some kinds of spreads. Okay. Yeah. Some of it. Of course, multi-packaging moves. Let's do it with the front. This is the only dislike I have. They're really soft, and I don't like soft cards that much. Now it looks like this. Okay. This is just a variation of the damn straight move. The classic one. You should know about it. Just my way how to do it. Oh, oh, cool. Okay. Of course, you can do different stuff too. I have some kind of shape-shifting routines of my own. Those are the 4 horsemen. Now this this one is sticky right there, huh? Because, oh man, everything is falling down. We will do it. We will do it. This is what I wanted to do. Of course you can present it like this. Unbelievable. This is really the strength of this deck. I was skeptical at first about the different recreation of the suits, but so far they look good. I'm still preferring the old school kind of way. I want to have humans on my cards. But of course this is a Cardistry deck for flourishing, XCM, however you want to call it. And of course it's with this design in mind that you can do this extraordinary patterns. So in this case it's okay. And he was explaining it. I'm sorry, Harun, if I don't pronounce it correct. I hope it's correctly Harun Low. I hope it's like that. Or maybe I won't reveal it. This was for those who ordered it. I will let him talk for himself then. But maybe if you remember, some of the cards that have been released in the past, they had the same patterns, redesigned patterns, but on the front there was always the same patterns. And that was the idea, not to make it just the same repeating pattern over and over. That makes really boring stuff then. Of course you have the blank fans, and you can transform them into the new suits as best as you can. Okay. Yeah, good first impression, I must say. As I said, the only downside for me is just the softness, but that's a personal preference. So far, great. I like the back design more than Volume 5, just because I don't have any examples here just to look at it. Just I have on my wall framed some of the old designs, Virtuoso 1 and 2. And I like this edition. It makes it better than Volume 5. But it has no colors, just the black and white. But of course the colors in the front then. Cool looking. As I said, I would have preferred the humans, but it's not my deck, so I'm not here to judge it. Good first impression. This is how it behaves. Right, we have 1 hour. The deck is now in our hands about an hour. This is how it behaves right from the box. Powder it, broken in a little bit, and I'm looking forward to it how it behaves overnight in 2 or 3 days when this chemical reaction starts kicking in. Then it will be really interesting to see how it looks, how they behave. Good first impression. Interesting what you can do just with the normal moves. Now it's not to see, but you could see it beforehand. Just with normal shuffling like this, this transformation to different designs looks really interesting. And of course you can just, if you're a magician, you can make some stacks and other stuff. And then like a countdown, maybe it goes down, and then all of the symbols right there, they just disappear one by one, and then you have some kind of revelation. As you can see, just by thinking about it, you can use it not just for cardistry, of course, But of course that's the design that is in mind. Wow, now I've been talking a lot. Oh man. There's one particular guy who was watching. Thank you. Good. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'm just repeating myself if I just continue on. I can show you a lot of moves, but you will just find it out. Have to find out for yourself. They are available now. I just checked some stores a couple of hours ago. Some of them have already got them, some not, received them. And the local magic shop in Zurich has it. They are from there. You can just Google it. Won't calling names here. And I hope that mine will arrive next week soon. Oh, it's a little bit messy looking. This is just the on-camera effect. If you do something for the camera, you can do it 30% less as well, as good as normally. It should be much smoother. But of course, new cards are always not that easy to handle. You just have to adapt. It's just normal. If you have them in your hands a couple of hours and days, it will behave. This is, as far as can say now, with the deck, what you can do. The classic Jerry move is the most interesting one yet for me. This looks fantastic. This is just a normal X cut from Jerry. X cut means if you do it with one hand, looks like this, and of course, if you do it with two, bam, it looks like this, or like this from this perspective, something like that. Or if you're performing right in front, then you can also, just you can make it like this and just watching around like how was it called? In Germany it was called Hör mal wer da hämmert. Oh, what was it? Looks nice, huh? This makes some kind of a cool promo shot like this, huh? As you can see, putting it together or angle it a little bit, different kind of patterns. And with the different front designs, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Always this left hand, man. Okay, I think that was it. You have seen enough. Just make it with a normal box closer. There you go. Now the secret is revealed, so to speak. In the next couple of days, I think more videos will. Those are the 4 additional cards. More of the secrets will be revealed, I guess. That was it. That was the first kind of live unboxing I have ever done. So for this special occasion, I had to do it. Not just opening up by myself. It's always interesting to see some reactions, how the people react first time openings like this. You have a lot of unboxing videos online. They're always just the same and different, but yeah, I tried to do something like in my style. This is with a little bit of new equipment, the green screen. I haven't any possibilities yet to just make it disappear with chroma keying, but better to have a neutral background than just seeing the room at the back. I can just concentrate on the cards. there you go. Of course, you can watch this video on demand for the next 2 weeks. I will look if I can just extract some of the highlights and put them there to be forever there, or maybe I will put the whole video on YouTube then. For those of you who don't use Twitch or who are not familiar with it, you can watch it then there then. I hope you liked it. I hope the Virtuoso guys, now it's really I think it's 3 or 4 in the night, or maybe even 5 or 6 in the morning in Singapore. So if you're Virtuoso guys watching it, thanks a lot. I can't wait to receive my brick that I ordered, as always. Now a couple of Virtuoso decks I have. I should be enough until I'm an old man. Not that long, but personal preference, my opinion. Virtuoso 1, 3, and now definitely P1, and then depending on the time will tell, maybe it will go to second or even first place. Of course, the classic Volume 1 Spring Edition, that was really cool. But exciting new directions right there. I must say I was skeptical with the redefinition of the faces of the courts and suits. Of course, this is kind of a big revolution you are doing, and revolutions can always be difficult. So, but it really makes some things possible, and I can't wait for Virtuoso to release some kind of video with their style and with their moves, because it looks way more fantastic than what I'm doing here. And then maybe they will reveal some of the intentions they had, how you can connect all the suits together and making it like in the old days with the back design, now with the front design too. Maybe they have something I even haven't thought about it yet, so this will be really interesting to see. That was it. Thanks for tuning in. Cool cards, good cards. The Virts have done it again. That's the way it is. So, and how long do we have to wait? One was Volume 5, 2017, if I'm not mistaken, right? 2017. It took, with COVID, it took 4 years. So maybe P2 will be released next year or so. And then again, new cards to be bought. Thanks again. This was Crazy Cards Volume 2, so Episode 2, so to speak. Episode 1 was done last year or so. I haven't done this for a long time. As you can see, you can watch my videos there. Now, this was streamed with my tablet. Normally, I use my PlayStation there and doing some different kind of things. But I wanted to do it to make it a bigger screening right there for the cards. And then from tomorrow on, you will again have the Street Fighter kind combination with my cards there, as I've done it before. Thanks again, and to quote a famous German wrestling commentator, tschüss bis dann.